going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we are going to be doing the live watch along of the Premier League game between Aston Villa and Manchester City from Villa Park. But before I do crack on with this live watch along and speak about the teams, yeah, we'll speak about the teams, don't worry about that. But before I do crack on with that, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 21,000 subscribers. As you can see, we're less than 100 subs away from that goal. We're actually now less than 30 subscribers away from that goal. So any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Also, do not forget as well, my social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below, and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Aiming for 100 likes as well once more. We're already on 14 likes, which is fantastic. We're aiming for 100. We're 86 likes away, so if you're watching this and you're enjoying the content, then please do subscribe. Please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated by me. And also, do not forget as well to leave your thoughts if you're watching this after the game, then in the comments below or on the live chat. We've already got FIFA in on the chat. Welcome. Thank you, FIFA, for tuning in. Much appreciated. We've got Trenton as well going with setup, with a lineup, with a decent defence and an all-round team. But that bench really lacks class and in hand with experience. Yes, we're resting players, which is good, but we can't rest that many. City have made three changes for this game, and Manchester City are suffering a little bit of an injury crisis right now, and having players out either suspended or with COVID or just coming back into training like Kevin De Bruyne, and also having a few players added to our injury list with these niggles, which is where John Stones, Ilkay Gundogan and Kyle Walker are, which is why they're missing this evening, which are big blows for City. But I will speak more about that in my build-up to this game. We've got Peaked in on the chat. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. We've got Seamus as well going for a 3-1 win for Manchester City. And John as well, welcome. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Good day to you. And Harry as well going for a 2-0 win for Manchester City. My score prediction for this game is a 3-1 victory for Manchester City. Do let me know in the live chat with your score prediction for this game. And we've also got Mixed Sid helping to moderate the chat as well. Good evening there to Mixed Sid. Do let me know your score predictions, like I said, though, in the live chat. And do let me know where you are tuning in from around the world. So before I do crack on with speaking about the teams and all what there is to speak about with this game, today's live watch along is sponsored and it's brought to you by One Football. This video is brought to you by One Football. If you want to download the One Football app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The One Football app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to One Football for sponsoring this live watch along. Do go and download One Football. Link is at the top of my description. I'll also paste it into the chat. It's my pinned comment on my chat. Downloading One Football does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. One Football will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as all the latest scores, results, statistics, all your good footballing needs. Well worth having the app if you haven't got it already. And like I said, downloading it through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Got One Football loaded up here for you guys. I'm going to be using the One Football app today to provide all of the information with regards to the teams and the stats and everything in the build-up and the half-time and the post-match entertainment for you guys to enjoy. Now, one of my favourite features about OneFootball is it does tell you what channel you can view a game on if you aren't able to go to the game. So obviously away games, they're pretty difficult to come by, and this game is being broadcast live in the UK. If you just go onto the OneFootball app, you can see, where is it, just there, that it's on Prime Video. So if you want to watch this game in the UK, then you just go into Amazon Prime and you'll be able to watch this game as well as all the other Premier League games from this mid-week round. So there we go. So let's start off by having a look at the teams for today. We'll start off with our opposition's first, Aston Villa. Thank you very much to Bradley for tuning in as well. Going for a 3-0 win to Manchester City. I'd like that. That'd be decent. Rightio. So the teams. It's Martinez starts in goal for Aston Villa. No surprise. Matty Cash at right back and Target at left back. They're going with Carson and Mings as their centre backs. Again, no real surprise there. Nakamba starting as their holding midfield along with Douglas Luiz and John McGinn starting as well. It's Buendia, according to OneFootball, started on the right-hand side. Leon Bailey started on the left-hand side. And it's Ollie Watkins starting up top for Aston Villa today. On the bench, Ashley Young, he misses out as Buendia comes in from their last game for their win against Crystal Palace. They've got Chukwuemeka on the bench along with Jacob Ramsey, El Ghazi, Tuanzebe, Keenan Davis, Jed Steer, Courtney House and also Morgan Sanson on the bench for Aston Villa today. Just having a look at their team. Where's the dangers, of course? Buendia, a decent player. Leon Bailey, a very quick player. Dynamic City need to be careful of him. Ollie Watkins is a decent player starting up top. John McGinn's in great form. Douglas Luiz is a good player. The defence for them as well. Matty Cash, Target, Mings, decent players as well. And Martinez, I rate him as a goalkeeper. All round, a pretty decent team. And if they work hard as a team, it's going to be a very difficult game, particularly away from home as well here. And Steven Gerrard, of course, taken over the last couple of games for Aston Villa. Come in. They've won their last 2 games. They'll be full of confidence. This is their first chance of getting a big scalp at Villa Park as well. I'm telling you right now, Aston Villa, they will be well up for this. Mixed going for a 2-1 win for Manchester City. And Seamus, we're going to get our answer as to how good Steven Gerrard is as a manager. There's a reason he's left Rangers to come to Aston Villa to go in the Premier League, and that's to go up against some of the best teams in the world, against some of the best coaches, and Pep Guardiola who's right up there. So it's a good learning experience nonetheless for Steven Gerrard, and also a chance to show his skills, see what he's capable of, see what he can do, and go from there is what he will be looking for. Now, Manchester City's team for this game will start with Ederson in goal, Cancelo right back, Zinchenko at left back. Kyle Walker, he misses out through a niggle. That's according to the Manchester Evening News. So he is out. Hoping he'll be back pretty soon. And centre-backs for Manchester City is Ruben Dias and Nathan Ake. No surprises there. Pep Guardiola did speak about Nathan Ake not having much game time, so it's no surprise that he gets the nod. With Aymeric Laporte being suspended, it's Ruben Dias partnering him. As John Stones, he's also out with what's been described as a niggle as well. So I'm hoping to have him and Kyle Walker back pretty soon. It's Zinchenko going in at left back, of course, with Joao Cancelo playing right back. And we've got a midfield pairing of Rodri and Fernandinho. Fernandinho fresh from scoring a goal in at the weekend in our game against West Ham. So yeah, there we go. Ilkay Gundogan, he's another player that's out with a little knock, which is why Fernandinho's given the nod. Kevin De Bruyne has only just returned back for Manchester City. He'll more than likely, you would think, probably start at the weekend against Watford. Obviously not ready to go for this game. And Bernardo Silva is the other player that's starting in this game for Manchester City. Out wide, I suspect it'll be Riyad Mahrez on the right wing and Raheem Sterling on the left wing, as I said in my preview in the build-up to this game, and Gabriel Jesus leading the line for Manchester City. Now, moving on to the bench, we do have Jack Grealish and Phil Foden returning, so they'll be in line to start our next game against Watford, as we do get a couple of players back, which is great for us. Not fit enough, obviously, to be starting in this game, but they both could come off the bench, and probably the 2 most senior experienced players that Manchester City have got, which going off their age and their experience for Manchester City, it's quite astounding, really, when I read out Manchester City's bench for you. So we've got Phil Foden and Jack Grealish. Zack Steffen's also on the bench. We've got Luke Mbete, Scott Carson, Cole Palmer, Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, Romeo Lavia, and also James McAtee as well. James McAtee fresh from a decent performance playing for the Manchester City under-23 side just a couple of days ago. So yeah, full of confidence there. I'm not too sure if we'll see too many of the young players featuring in this game. This is a game that's probably going to take experience, take players to really take the game by the scruff of the neck, really, to be able to get involved and see where we go in this game. But Manchester City kind of down to the bare bones here. And now what scares me most, the defence looks a bit frail, is actually the midfield, because like I said, it looks really bare. Rodri, Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva, that is a midfield three, is pretty solid, but dig a little bit deeper and you're looking at then fairly inexperienced for Manchester City, and you feel like just one or two more injuries for Manchester City does mean that some academy players not only going to be making the bench, but probably will be starting pretty soon. And considering we're going into a very busy schedule for us in December as well, is an ideal time in this to have a depleted squad. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I have a feeling though City will go with experience for this game and Watford, and then you'll see the changes for the Leipzig game next midweek, as it's pretty much a nothing game for Manchester City. So yeah, you'd imagine you'd see a lot of the academy players playing for that game behind closed doors in Germany instead. So there we go. 50 days, thanks for tuning in. Ake and Zinchenko is the big worry for him. Fernandinho hasn't looked good, probably since our UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg against PSG last season. I do agree with that. Fernandinho definitely doesn't look as sharp or as quick or as young as what he used to, but he was given a 12-month contract extension, and the reason he was given that extension is he obviously still possesses the quality there, obviously just not on a consistent basis to do it game after game after game, but I'm hoping that if Fernandinho is pretty well rested, that he'll be able to really make his experience known. I mean, he's captain for Manchester City in this game, so I'm hoping that he can be one of them players that will take this game by the scruff of the neck. Nathan Ake, he's got a point to prove here. He's going alongside Ruben Dias. He needs to pretty much make it work and show his experience and show that he is capable of not just being Manchester City's fourth choice centre-back, but he's capable of pushing and challenging to get into that starting squad. That's what Nathan Ake has on his hands. But if I'm Aston Villa and I'm looking at that, I'm thinking Nathan Ake and Zinchenko on that left-hand side rather than John Stones or Ruben Dias and Cancelo. I'd be pretty happy if I was Aston Villa right now, and I'd be trying to have a proper go at that. So it's up to Manchester City to make sure that we are sorting that and putting in a top quality performance, which is what we've come to expect under Manchester City being led by Pep Guardiola. Boy Racer UK, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Says he's glad that we're missing a couple of minor issues. We need to rest some players for the push after Christmas time. Yeah, I'd be more than happy if these three players didn't have niggles and they were on the bench and it was just squad rotation that we've gone with this team to give players a rest, but that's the situation that we're in. My bigger worry rather than for this game is the games ahead coming up. I imagine now that John Stones, Ilkay Gundogan and Kyle Walker won't feature at the weekend against Watford either, and they'll give them a proper rest, which will see them come back in 10 days' time for our game against Leeds, is what I would be thinking, to make sure these players are prepared. And I'd be saying the same about Foden and Grealish and De Bruyne as well. We just need to try and make it through these next couple of games. That Leipzig game's very meaningless. Certainly no risk could be taken if I was leading Manchester City in that game. So we're on the countdown to kick off now. It's a weird kick-off time. It's 8:15 p.m. GMT kick-off time here for this game. It is live on Amazon Prime, and they just like to stagger their kick-off times. They've got a bunch of Premier League games going at 7:30, so they're running 45 minutes ahead of us. So when their game is finished, the second half will just be beginning in this game. We do have the Merseyside derby taking place at the same time as this Manchester City away game against Aston Villa, but all my focus is on Manchester City and our game with Villa here at Villa Park. I will keep you up to date with all the latest scores from around the ground for you guys as well, to keep you all informed. But we're on the countdown to kick-off. We're roughly around 10 minutes or so away from kick-off for this game. So, just wanted to go through my promos just like I was before. Yo, Dad, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 2-0 City win. I'm going for a 3-1 Manchester City win. So, if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. We're already on to 22 likes. Now less than 80 likes away from 100 likes. We're 78 likes away. So, any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to subscribe to my channel channel, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Now less than 30 subscribers away from my goal for the end of the year, which is 21,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, we've got plenty more football and Manchester City content and watch-alongs and everything to come for you guys to enjoy. Also, do not forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And do let me know your thoughts in the live chat which is rolling right now. Let me know your score prediction for this game. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Manchester City, and do let me know where you are tuning in from as well, as I am nosy. There we go. So guys, this video is sponsored. It's brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. It's a free app to download. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, what channel you can view the game on, and all of your good footballing needs. I wanted to say a big thank you and a big shout out to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. Without their sponsorship, these live watch alongs, plain and simple, they do not happen. So I would appreciate if you guys would go and download the OneFootball app. Like I said, it is a free app to download. So do go and press that link at the top of my description, and that'll take you to the download page to download OneFootball. I'll paste the link as well into the live chat as well if you want to go and download OneFootball. But OneFootball is an absolutely fantastic app, and you are missing out if you haven't got it already. So I'm just going to roll my promo video, guys, for you now for you guys, and then we'll have our countdown to kick off, ready for this live watch-along game between Aston Villa and Manchester City. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Like I said, we're going to go and download the OneFootball app. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat as well if you want to go and download the app. So we're on our countdown to kick off now for this game between Aston Villa and Manchester City. I can see some people already feeling a bit nervy about this game, including Jodel as well. I spoke about this in my preview video that I did upload, actually. I spoke about that I sense that City have their way of playing. They'll continue to play the way that they are. Aston Villa are going to be really up for this, and I just have a feeling that Aston Villa are going to press. They're going to be relentless here at Manchester City. Let's not forget both teams have won the last few games. They're both full of confidence. They're both feeling optimistic heading into this game. This is an away game, a game where Aston Villa fans, if we was playing them maybe, a couple of weeks ago, I'd say that City, this would be a bit of a walk in the park for us. Another day, another game, another win. But this isn't the same now. They're under a new manager, Steven Gerrard. He's got them with their confidence, playing as a team, working hard. They've won the last couple of games. That'll give them confidence going into this game where they'll want an upset. They'll want to go and cause an upset and beat Manchester City in front of their own fans. Of course, everyone's been speaking in the build-up to this game about Jack Grealish as well. They'll want to spoil the party and they'll want to show that Aston Villa, actually, they're one of these teams that outside of the top six are one of the most motivated, one of the most noisiest, one of the most passionate fan bases out there, who make it very difficult for teams when you're wanting to travel to their ground to be able to take points. I mean, just have a look at what Aston Villa did against Liverpool when they battered them 7-2. This is a similar feeling going into this game as well. Aston Villa, they've got a point to prove and under no real pressure. Manchester City have a depleted squad as well, and if City aren't on it, Villa will be, and we will struggle in this game. So we need to make sure that we're treating this like any other game. And treating it like any other game means that Manchester City are going for it from the off. means Manchester City for the first 10, 15 minutes are trying to create opportunities, try and find that first goal, score that first goal. If you score that first goal, keep pushing, keep pressing, look for that killer second goal, get that 2-goal cushion, and then keep pushing, try and get the third and seal the game, and play as well as what you possibly can, is how Manchester City have been playing over the last few weeks. We put in a good performance against West Ham at home. We won that game. We put in a top quality performance against PSG, came from behind, won that game. We put in a really good solid performance against Everton, beat them, and won that game. We went into a Manchester derby, beat Manchester United under some pressure. Again, top quality performance, and won that game. Went into the next game, the game before that, where we played Club Brugge under a little bit of pressure as well, and won that game as well. So City know what it takes to win. Manchester City, though, just need to make sure that they are absolutely on it in this game, because this is a very dangerous game. And in terms of away games in the Premier League, like I said, outside of the top 6, probably Villa Park, Ellen Road, these are very difficult places to go and pick up wins. And the only way you win these games is through playing top quality football and being on it from minute 1 through to minute 90. That's what City need to do. We know what it takes to win this game. It's all about, will Manchester City do that? There's definitely some optimism for Aston Villa going into this game. I'd take one look at City's squad, have a look at that bench as well, saying there's no real quality, lots of young players on the bench. I'm thinking about taking it down their right-hand side, Manchester City's left-hand side, seeing Nathan Ake's partnering alongside Oleksandr Zinchenko on that City left-hand side of defence, and I'd be having a go at that. Cancelo will want to get forward, may leave Ruben Dias exposed a little bit. We've got 2 holding midfielders in Rodri and Fernandinho starting alongside each other as well. An aging Fernandinho, you'd be wanting to have a run at him as well. Yeah, they'll be well up for this one, Aston Villa. So I'm intrigued to see how they approach this game and what they do. I'm excited to see what Manchester City do as well. And as always, I'm confident we can win this game. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Manchester City is my score prediction for this game. Do let me know your score prediction in the live chat. Not Jabs matching me there. Going for a 3-1 win as well. Good evening, Spencer. Thanks for tuning in. Raphael, squad rotations, pretty simple as to why we've got some players out. Some players have got little knocks and niggles, is what's happened there. It's one of them things, as this season, it's long. It's always going to happen. Ideally, you'd want it not to be happening to so many players, but City today missing John Stones, Kyle Walker and Ilkay Gundogan added to the injury list. Kevin De Bruyne not back yet, but we do have Phil Foden and also Jack Grealish back, who are on the bench, so that's decent. And Ferran Torres, he's currently out injured at this moment in time, meant to be back before the new year. So Manchester City have made their way out onto the pitch. Not Jabs, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Joshua, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 4-2 victory for Manchester City, as Aston Villa are in the tunnel now, waiting to come out for this game as well, and we'll soon have kick-off. Manchester City today being led by Fernandinho. If you wasn't aware, our starting 11 for today is Ederson in goal, Cancelo at right back, Zinchenko at left back, going for centre back pairing of Ruben Dias and also Nathan Ake. We've got a midfield three of Rodri, Fernandinho and Bernardo Silva. Out wide on the right hand side, Mahrez, Sterling out on the left hand side, and Gabriel Jesus starting up top. We've got royalty in on the game. Prince William, Aston Villa fan, is at Villa Park for this game as Aston Villa make their way out for this match. Being led by Tyrone Mings, their captain. Good to hear, not Jabs. Pleased to hear that. Mudashir, thanks for tuning in as well. Anto, I'm watching on Amazon Prime Video here in the UK. Is where the game is live. Tuning in from Uganda. I like that. Hello, Uganda. Thanks for tuning in. As Stevie G makes his way out, Pep Guardiola makes his way out, ready for this game. We're not too far away from kickoff here, ladies and gentlemen. So, Before I do crack on with this watch along and we have kickoff for this game, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help support the content created here on my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 21k subscribers, less than 30 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Now 73 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be fantastic. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and in the live chat as well. Go and download the OneFootball app. It's a free app to download. It's the best footballing app out there, in my opinion. Well worth having. Keeps you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest score statistics, live league tables, live stats. All your good footballing needs is on the OneFootball app. So downloading the OneFootball app through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Wonderful. Thanks for tuning in as well. Someone else tuning in from Uganda. Much appreciated. Not Jabs, I'm hoping your prediction streak extends into the 3rd week as well, would be great. As Manchester City are lining up in their away strip. In my opinion, the smartest of Manchester City's kits this season. Their white kits and navy sky blue shorts. So we are just waiting for kickoff here. As Steven Gerrard and Pep Guardiola shake hands. First time these two managers have met in the dugout. Literally just waiting for kickoff. It is going to be Manchester City getting us underway, attacking from right to left. Aston Villa attacking from left to right. It's going to be... it looks like Bernardo Silva is going to get us underway for this game as the players take the knee. Manchester City playing in their white shirts. Like a turquoisey blue shorts and white socks, as we do have kickoff for this game at Villa Park. Come on, City, let's make it happen. Aston Villa playing in their claret and blue shirts, white shorts, and sky blue socks. As Nathan Ake picks up the ball early on here for City, works it to the left-hand side. Here's Oleksandr Zinchenko to Rodri. In great form, of course, Rodri for Manchester City. Joshua going 4-1 then to Manchester City. I don't have any other retro ones, if I'm honest. Just this one. I should probably get more because I do like them, but I haven't. Here we go. It's Raheem Sterling for Manchester City. Cutting in to the left-hand side he's playing on. Gets it across to Mahrez. There's an overlap of Cancelo. It's used. Get it across. He does. He gets an early shot, and it's straight into the arms of Martinez, who palms it out for a corner there to Manchester City. An early stinger of the hands there for Martinez, and it's a test by Joao Cancelo on the right-hand side. Stings the hands of Martinez and gets an early corner here for Manchester City, which Riyad Mahrez is going to take. City send Fernandinho forward, Rodri forward, Ake forward, Dias forward. Jesus is on the edge of the penalty area. Corner comes in towards Ake. He just couldn't quite get their head there. Fernandinho finds a pass to Rodri. Bernardo Silva wanted it off Rodri. Doesn't happen. Here's Jesus now on the left-hand side, having to work it backwards. It's a nice positive start this from City. Good pass from Zinchenko. Here is Gabriel Jesus now into the penalty area. Past Douglas Luiz. Gives it back to Rodri. Takes one touch. Can he find Jesus? He can. He has an early shot and it's high over the crossbar there. A good couple of early chances for Manchester City, letting Aston Villa know that they're there and they're there to give them a warm welcome. Looking for the first opening goal. A nice positive bright start that from City. City taking off from where the, resuming from where they left off against West Ham there. Trying to make things happen. Really good work that from Manchester City. It's a very good start, this. A positive start from Manchester City. Slippy G. Slippy G's a Manchester City legend, letting it slip away from Liverpool. Good times. Good times. Here's Mahrez for City into the penalty area. He's not really got much support. He finds Jesus. He's getting his feet stuck and he does well. Driving in and around. Oh, that's a great block from Mings. That was a great run from Gabriel Jesus. How he managed to keep hold of the ball then is no idea, but he did. Cancelo whips it across to the left-hand side. Here's Raz. In good form himself, finding the goals again, finding his confidence. Needing his experience here, really. Here's Rodri. Gets a shot away, and it's a great save from Martinez, and it's just over the crossbar. This is a really good, bright start by Manchester City. Really testing Aston Villa here. Really good start, this, from Manchester City. So it's a corner here for Riyad Mahrez to take for Manchester City. Whips it in towards Ake. Wants a free kick, Aston Villa. Doesn't get one. Gets a corner instead for Manchester City. It's good stuff. It was McGinn that wanted the free kick. Referee says no. City maintain with Ake, Rodri, Dias, Fernandinho forward. Bernardo Silva right in the middle to make a nuisance of himself. It's Tyrone Mings marking Bernardo Silva. Mahrez comes in with a corner just over the head there of Ruben Dias, and Aston Villa can collect the ball and try and come away over counter-attacks. Good work that from Bailey. So I thought that was a good tackle from Zinchenko, but the referee chooses to give a yellow card. Fernandinho goes on a little dribble just to make sure Aston Villa can't have the ball and come away with a quick counter-attack. So instead they're going to have to settle for just passing and working the ball. And Steven Gerrard's not happy about something there. Mike Dean, the referee for today. Here's Target. It's a poor pass. Here's Bernardo Silva. Intercepts for City. Yo Mixid, thanks for tuning in. Here's Fernandinho for City. It's a really bright, positive first 5 minutes from City. Villa just haven't got the ball or got going. City have had a couple of good opportunities, well saved by Martinez in goal. City looking for that opening goal. Here's Fernandinho now to Joao Cancelo. City dominating down this right-hand side. To Mahrez. Floats it in on his right foot. McGinn loses his runner, doesn't know where it is, and heads it behind for a corner here to Manchester City. So it's Sterling this time on the opposite flank to take the corner for Manchester City. As we're now up to 29 likes, 71 likes to go to 100 likes. That would be great if we could get there. Sterling to take the corner. Front of the Holt end. Heads by Rodri into the ground. Douglas Luiz wants a free kick for a push. Referee says no. Not sure about that. There we go. Here's Gabriel Jesus for City. Dropping deeper and causing problems. Mahrez now. Bernardo. He's got Cancelo, his Portuguese counterpart, for company. Gives it to Rodri. Fernandinho now. Finds Cancelo again. Cross comes in from Cancelo. It's cleared by Tyrone Mings. Only as far as Nathan Ake. He gives a pass to Oleksandr Zinchenko here. As we're now up to 34 likes, which is brilliant. Just 66 likes to go, everybody. Raheem Sterling makes a pass, and it's out of play for a throw-in here to Manchester City, which Sterling's going to take. It's Matty Cash that was doing the defending there for Aston Villa. Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 0 here at Villa Park. We're through 7 minutes. It's Manchester City that have dominated the ball. It's Manchester City that have dominated the chances so far, but it does remain 0-0. It's Martinez with a couple of saves to help Aston Villa along the way. Manchester City just probing right now, waiting for their opportunity, waiting patiently. Here is Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side, cutting in well. Thought he might have fancied a shot. Floats one over to Mahrez. He's got a great touch, Mahrez, so he's always going to control that. Feeds the ball to the edge of the penalty area. Here is Rodri. He's got Cancelo for company. Mahrez now. Not really got anywhere to go. Gives it to Rodri. Here's Fernandinho now. Zinchenko. He looked like he wanted to put a ball in and chooses not to. Now, 65 likes away from 100 likes. It's 85% possession for City so far. Here is Raheem Sterling now. Gives the ball to Fernandinho. It's a poor pass from Fernandinho to Ruben Dias. City will keep hold of the ball, but it just slightly stretched the pitch more than what we wanted, really, then. Don't forget, everybody, if you are enjoying the content, please leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat if you want to go and download OneFootball. It's a very aggressive start from City. I like it as well. Here's Jesus now into the penalty area. Mahrez tries to get a ball floated in. It's blocked by Villa. They can't clear the lines properly, although it looked like McGinn was going to come away with the ball. And does, and I think he's going to come back here, referee, for an earlier play. And a free kick is given to Aston Villa for a foul on McGinn. As Aston Villa look to try and break away. Aston Villa, though, managed to survive nearly through 10 minutes, coming out unscathed after an aggressive start from Manchester City so far. Here's Carson now with the ball, giving it to Cash. He goes back to Martinez in goal. Aston Villa just looking to try and work it out from the back. Here's Target now. It's been a great game so far. It's been good for Manchester City, looking for that opening goal. That's great work and good touch that from Oleksandr Zinchenko. Really good touch. Puts himself into midfield as City momentarily reverted to a back three with Fernandinho in. Sterling, with his hands up, wants to know where the support is. It's good feet from Sterling. Doing really well on that left-hand side. Jesus, have a shot! Gives it to Mahrez. Bernardo wants it back post. Here's Mahrez now. He's not going to find the pass to Jesus there, and Mings is going to get that clear. That was wasted there. I thought Jesus could have probably had a shot. My honest opinion. A couple of knocks there to Villa, like it was free kicks for all of them. As a ball comes into Ollie Watkins now. Aston Villa having a couple of touches now in the City half into the penalty area. Here's Watkins putting a challenge in, keeps hold of the ball, gets it across, and a chance for Villa, and it's blocked. A good block there. Zinchenko it was with the block. Aston Villa fans well up for this one. And just like that, Manchester City's hard work for the first 11 minutes, been so dominant, could easily have found themselves going behind. Really good block, that one from Zinchenko, though. Here's Ruben Dias, then, with the ball for Manchester City. Gives it to Rodri. Here's Oleksandr Zinchenko for Manchester City. Gets it into the Aston Villa half. Rodri finds Fernandinho. Here's Cancelo, then, on the right-hand side, pushing Manchester City forward. Riyad Mahrez. Plays a pass into Fernandinho in the centre. Switches play. Goes to the left-hand side. It's a good ball to the feet of Raheem Sterling. Fancies himself up against Matty Cash. Finds a pass into Bernardo Silva. Squares it across, and Douglas Luiz is in the right place at the right time to intercept. That was a good, dangerous ball played across by Manchester City. And actually a good bit of defending as well, as Ruben Dias has a foul given against him against Watkins. Not too sure. Not too sure. Bit weak that from Watkins. Under pressure there from Ruben Dias. Referee falls for it and gives a free kick. Raheem Sterling's looked really good for City so far. Played a really good pass into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva was looking to cut that back across. I'm not too sure if he's looking for one of the players on the edge of the penalty area, or whether he thought someone had made the run maybe towards the centre of goal. Whatever it was intercepted as Fernandinho comes in with a challenge and wins a throw-in for Manchester City. Captain in Manchester City today, as Liverpool have taken the lead away against Everton. Here is Raheem Sterling then. Oh, he knocks it past Cash like easy. He's just twisting and turning here, Sterling. He's ripping Cash apart. Floats one across. It's not a great headed clearance from Aston Villa, but they can get control of the ball. Although Raheem Sterling... Oh, it's brilliant work from Raheem Sterling. Wins the ball back. Tries to float it across. Mings is in the right place. Cash is under pressure. He's tackled. Here's Sterling now. Is he going to get hold of the ball? City appealing for obstruction here. The ball's going nowhere. It's trapped between legs. And I think the referee's going to stop the game here for a drop ball. Is what I'm thinking here. So it's going to be a drop ball here, which both are going to compete for, and Aston Villa can get there first and clear their lines and just whack it clear as far away from their penalty area as possible and get it just inside the Manchester City half, which Diaz will take the throw in and give it to Ederson, who's decided to come wandering out of his goal. Right, guys, we're 64 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch-along. Without OneFootball sponsorship, these live watch-alongs, they do not happen. So I would appreciate if anybody would download the OneFootball app using my link at the top of my description. Then that would be brilliant. If you're wanting to watch this game, by the way, it is live in the UK on Amazon Prime Video. As Raheem Sterling plays a pass into Gabriel Jesus on the edge of the Aston Villa penalty area, into the penalty area, skipping down, he wants a penalty. And the referee says no, Jesus has got his hands up, he's asking why. Why isn't that a penalty? I'd like to see that one again, if I'm honest. In the meantime, Aston Villa can come away with the ball and have a bit of possession. They're struggling with Manchester City's initial press. Really struggling. Here is Carson at the back then for Villa. Finding their passes. Tyrone Mings. That was a good tackle from Fernandinho, but there we go. John, I'm jealous. Jumbo sausage with tomato sauce. And a beer. Very jealous. So we are through the first phase of the game, the first 15 minutes. 0-0 here. Fernandinho's asking the question of why it weren't a penalty against Jesus. We get a replay of it. I think it's more Jesus steps on top of Matty Cash there more than anything else. Not a penalty for me. Thank you very much, Mixed. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. More sponsorships, which is much appreciated. We've got a sponsorship with OneFootball lasting now until the end of January, which is good. Running my live watch-alongs is Aston Villa into a promising position. Try and get a shot away. It's blocked by Nathan Ake. And Aston Villa having to press for themselves to keep hold of the ball. Referee getting in the way there. But Aston Villa keep hold of the ball here. Into the penalty area. Watkins hasn't really got anywhere to go. Managed to get themselves a throw-in though. So throw in here for Villa. Here's Douglas Luiz. He's tackled by Rodri. And Rodri can just lever this ball clear. Under pressure. Manages to find a pass back to Martinez. Under pressure from Bernardo Silva there. And Martinez will just play a pass to McGinn. As City looking for that initial press again. Jesus there, couldn't believe it, as Villa do keep hold of the ball, and Tyrone Mings can bring Aston Villa forward. Keep it up. If they keep at it, City, they'll find that goal. Mark my words. Here's Matty Cash then. McGinn, making himself known in the game, John McGinn. Oh, that's a great tackle on Leon Bailey. Fernandinho can play a pass into Bernardo Silva. Here's Bernardo Silva now. Not really got that much support, so he's going to have to twist and turn back. John's loving chicken. Chicken dinners. Chicken jalfrezi. Chicken and chips. Chicken with nearly anything, really. Can't beat a bit of chicken. As Chelsea have taken the lead against Watford in the 29th minute. That game is delayed. It was suspended as there was a medical emergency in the crowd at that game at Watford as Chelsea take the lead. City travel to Watford at the weekend. Here is Bernardo Silva on the edge of the penalty area. Twisted and turned. He's going to put too much on that, and that's gone out of play for a goal kick. Look at that from Bernardo Silva. Right idea. As we're now 62 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. It would be nice to get back to 100 likes. Last couple of live streams have just fallen short. So it would be nice to get back to 100 likes. Would be brilliant. As Martinez has got a goal kick here for Aston Villa. Through the first 18 minutes, Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 0. City pressing Aston Villa high here, so I think Martinez may go with a long kick forward. And he is. Looks towards Watkins. It's Fernandinho that wins the header under pressure and does well. Finds his initial header to Oleksandr Zinchenko, although Fernandinho is crowded out and Rodri makes the tackle, and Aston Villa can have themselves a throw-in just inside their own half here. Here's Matty Cash then, throwing it backwards. Carson plays it back to Martinez. Mings looking to stretch the pitch. He's got an easy pass back to Carson. Uses that easy pass. Not really got anywhere to go, so he goes back to Martinez. Keep pressing them. Keep pressing them. Here's a pass coming forward. Rodri manages to make an interception, and that will probably go out of play harmlessly for a goal kick. City's presses. Aston Villa are struggling with it, and this is good for Manchester City. Mixed informs me that it is now 2-0 Liverpool away against Everton. I wasn't expecting any resistance from Everton, if I'm completely honest, against Liverpool. Rafa Benitez isn't a very well-liked man at Everton, and he's just become even more unpopular with that score, I'm sure, as Aston Villa lever the ball clear in the end. And they managed to... It works. Rodri misses the header, and Aston Villa can come away with the ball. Here's Douglas Luiz then for Aston Villa. Plays it to the left-hand side. Here's Target. Cuts it inside. Wrong choice, that. I'm not too sure it was who took the touch there from Aston Villa. Whoever it was, wasn't the right decision, but they've managed to keep hold of the ball anyway. Here is Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa. Left-hand side. Levers one across, and Nathan Ake cuts across to the near post and puts it out of play for a throw-in. As we're now up to 40 likes, which is brilliant. Just 60 likes to go, everybody. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're aiming for 100 likes. So if we could get that, that would be fantastic. Here's Douglas Luiz now. Target. Cross comes in. Blocked by Cancelo. And Target manages to beat Jesus to the ball as well. Like a free kick to Villa, and it is a free kick against Rodri there. Rodri not happy with that. Foul, nothing more. Went too much contact. Well, there we go. As it's Salah that's got that goal for Liverpool. As we're now 58 likes away from 100 likes. So a set piece free kick here for Aston Villa. Left-hand side, chance for them to whip a ball in. It's John McGinn, Scotland international. Whips it in with his left foot. Goes deep. Header comes in, and it will be collected by Ederson in goal for Manchester City. To no avail here for Villa. As Ederson goes long. It's a great find to find Raheem Sterling right inside the Aston Villa half. Ederson's just incredible. Here is Oleksandr Zinchenko. He has a shot on his weaker right foot. Bending, tests and stings the hands once more of Martinez. But you're going to struggle to beat a quality goalkeeper like Martinez from that range on your weaker foot. That was a great find from Ederson. Booting it, 60 yards long to find Raheem Sterling. He went with a shot, it opened up. Rodri was in space, probably the better option there. But still, never going to complain. Another shot on target, as that's good work from Aston Villa, and they can come forward once more. Here's Leon Bailey. City all over the place here defensively, and Fernandinho's there to slide in. Douglas Luiz is there to mop up, and it's a good tackle from Rodri. And Rodri's brought down by Douglas Luiz. Rugby tackle to the ground. Rodri's infuriated. Infuriated by that. Team for Manchester City today, Ederson in goal. We've got Cancelo right back, Zinchenko left back, centre-back pairing of Ruben Dias and Nathan Ake. Midfield three of Rodri, Fernandinho, and also Bernardo Silva. And out wide, Mahrez on the right-hand side, Sterling on the left-hand side, and Jesus starting as our false nine. Here is Nathan Ake for Manchester City. So Oleksandr Zinchenko. 23 minutes in, 0-0 here at Villa Park. It's been a pretty bright 23 minutes or so from Manchester City. Very aggressive in the first 5 minutes or so. Aston Villa have grown into the game and started to look more threatening and make something happen. No problem, Scotty. No problem at all. Here is Fernandinho for Manchester City. Here is Nathan Ake now. Works it to the left-hand side. Oleksandr Zinchenko inside the Aston Villa half. Raheem Sterling now. So good tackle from Matty Cash, and Aston Villa can come away with the ball. City just need to be careful on the counter-attack that they're losing their defensive shape as an early ball comes in, dealt with by Ruben Dias. And he finds Rodri as well whilst he's at it. And City can come away with the football once more. And here is Bernardo Silva. Great skills from Bernardo Silva. Sterling needs to make his run. Does now. Not that many options. He goes low and across the box. And Jesus didn't gamble. He held his position. If he'd gambled there, he'd have had a tap-in. Instead, Aston Villa come out unscathed. And actually, coming out on the counter-attack here. Here's Matty Cash up against Nathan Ake. He's had to turn. Slows down the momentum and it allows City to get an extra couple of bodies back. Nonetheless, though, Aston Villa do have the ball here. This is pretty end-to-end at the moment, as we're now 55 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated, everybody. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat if you want to go and download OneFootball. And that would be much appreciated by me. It's a free app to download. As we're now 53 likes, nearly halfway to my goal of 100 likes. So 25 minutes in, Villa 0, Manchester City 0. Martinez goes long, not a very good goes long, and it's headers won by Cancelo and well controlled by Riyad Mahrez. He has Douglas Luiz for company, gives it to Cancelo. Finds Fernandinho on the edge of the penalty area. He's not really got anywhere to go and he's tackled. That's good work from Buendia. Finds McGinn. Here's Buendia once more. Coming forward. Causing problems. It's a poor pass, though, to try and find Ollie Watkins. And it's intercepted by Manchester City. More specifically for Ruben Dias. And here is Raheem Sterling now for Manchester City. Inside the Aston Villa half. Finds Oleksandr Zinchenko. City now going at a walking pace. Having a breather. As the creator going for 4-0, I presume there to Manchester City. Rodri then finds Raheem Sterling. Here is Bernardo once more. Sterling didn't play a ball over the top like Bernardo wanted them. Instead, it's Zinchenko now with the ball, cutting inside. Plays a 1-2 with Gabriel Jesus. Zinchenko once more gives it to Raheem Sterling. Mahrez is just drifting in at the top end of the picture as Sterling squares it back across towards the edge and a long shot comes in and it's in! It's gone in! Oh, Ruben Dias makes it 1-0 Manchester City. I thought it went wide. The angle confused me, but it's Ruben Dias. It's given Manchester City the lead and the camera's immediately on Jack Grealish who's smiling there. It's Farmer Ruben with the strike. He doesn't get many goals, certainly not with his feet. Putting the ball into the back of the Aston Villa net in the 27th minute. It was well worked from City. It was Raheem Sterling right to the byline. Cut it across. There's Dias. Has a shot. I don't think Martinez sees it until late. Because I think he should have saved this. It's not a clean strike. It takes a deflection. And he doesn't get down quick enough there, Martinez. It didn't take a deflection off the head. I think that's what's just blocked the views ever so slightly for Aston Villa's goalkeeper there, Martinez. And I thought it went wide and it hit the back of the net at the other side from behind the goal. So I had a bit of a delayed reaction there for that ball going into the back of the net. But it's Ruben Dias that gives Manchester City the lead here at Villa Park, and that's just what the doctor ordered. First goal, always so important with Manchester City. We need to make sure now that we're building on this. Here's Villa coming forward then. Douglas Luiz. Gets a good pass in. Here's Buendia. Gets a shot and it's blocked by the goal scorer Ruben Dias. And out for a corner to Aston Villa. You do fancy with City's changes at the back that Villa will probably at least have opportunities to score. They might find themselves a goal. So you'd think that City just need to keep doing what they're doing. They've got that goal. They've gone ahead. Don't stop. Keep going at them. So it's McGinn here with the corner for Aston Villa. Corner comes in. Not a very good one. Headed clear by Ruben Dias. Chipped over by Raheem Sterling. There's a possible counter-attack on here for Manchester City. If they can get it right. Mahrez has had to turn, though. Keep making your run, Raheem. He's gone down the right-hand side. Not going to be used, I don't think, by Mahrez here. I don't think he's seen Sterling there. So instead gives it to Fernandinho. Here's Zinchenko then to Gabriel Jesus. We're halfway now to our goal of 50 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. I think City are going to put this ball out. There's a Villa player out and Cancelo will put it out. It's Leon Bailey of all the players that's gone down. I'll have a drink while we have a little stoppage. Been a good game this so far. I have enjoyed it. As we're now 20 subscribers away from 21,000 subscribers. I tell you what, if you haven't already, do subscribe. If you're watching this right now, subscribe. Can we hit 21,000 subscribers live on air tonight? That'd be incredible. So if you are watching this, you haven't already, then do subscribe. We're 20 subs away from 21,000 subscribers. As Ashley Young is stripped, ready to come on for Aston Villa. He's going to come on for Leon Bailey. He's not going to continue in this game. Get some instructions, final instructions from Steven Gerrard, and he will come on for Leon Bailey. Not good that for Leon Bailey. Wishing him a speedy recovery there. As Chelsea is now 1-1, according to Aaron. $43 likes to go to 100 likes, everybody. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Bradley, thanks for subbing. Much appreciated. Let's sub and smash that like button, as England says there. As City play a ball forward. Headed clear by Matty Cash. Here is John McGinn bringing the ball forward for Aston Villa. Plays it to the left-hand side. He's got Target there. He'll pass the ball forward. Could be intercepted by City and is. Cancelo can give it to Ederson just about. He gets the ball clear for City. City press in and they fall unlucky with the bounce of the ball there. And Fernandinho going up against his Brazilian teammate Douglas Luiz. We're now 42 likes away from 100 likes. Closing in. As the equaliser for Watford has come from Dennis in the 43rd minute, just before half-time there. It'd be great if Chelsea would drop some points. That'd be good. Here is Tyrone Mings now. Plays the ball back to Martinez. Some work here for Aston Villa to do. Behind against Manchester City, the reigning Premier League champions. Douglas Luiz unhappy with something with Cancelo. Don't really get what Douglas Luiz is unhappy about. He's unhappy about something. Fernandinho has a word with Douglas Luiz. In the meantime, it is a throw-in here to Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz and Cancelo are having afters there then. As Ruben Dias will give the ball back to Ederson. Plays it to Nathan Ake. So Ashley Young's on the right-hand side here for Villa. Coming on for Leon Bailey. Sterling does well. Finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko does really well. Well, Zinchenko's impressive, isn't he? Here's Mahrez driving at the Aston Villa defence. That's great work from Mahrez. Gets a shot and it's blocked by Tyrone Mings. City look very direct and it's good to see. They look motivated. They look sharp. They look like they've got the bit between the teeth. Look like they've got a point to prove. City look dynamic. They look decent. Here is Gabriel Jesus to Rodri. It's a great ball into Mahrez. Into the penalty area. Target gets the block and it's out of play for a corner here to Manchester City. Thank you very much, Matthew. Much appreciated. Corner here for City. Looking to try and double their lead before half-time. They've got 11 minutes if they want to do that. Villa have got 11 minutes to see if they can find an equaliser. So it's Riyad Mahrez here to take the corner for Manchester City. Tongue out. Wondering, where can I put this? On top of Ruben Dias's head would be nice. Corner comes in. That's where it goes. And the header comes in and it's wide. He wants a corner. He can't believe he's not got the corner. Referee's given the goal kick instead, Mike Dean. I'll have to see a closer angle of that one. Oh, it's a clear corner. Clear corner. Never mind. Anyway, Martinez, he's been pressed and he passes it out of play for a corner to Manchester City. So it's good pressing, good work from Manchester City. Really good work. Right, guys, 39 likes to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Riyad Mahrez once more with a corner. The big lads come forward. Rodri, Ruben Dias, Fernandinho, Nathan Ake, they're all forward. Mahrez once more to take here for City. Corner comes in towards the near post, towards Fernandinho. Jesus wants the shot. He's appealing for... Ake's appealing for something. I'm not too sure what. Sterling turns. Oh, it's great feet from Sterling. Wants a free kick. Referee says he's got the ball. Play on. Here's Buendia now. Up against Rodri. He's been pressed. And it's out of play for a throw in here to Manchester City. It's really good work. Here's Bernardo Silva for City. He's been shoved to the ground. What? Giving a throw in here to Aston Villa. I'm getting overexcited. Knock the camera away. Apologies for that. Is it balancing on the edge? Is that what the problem was? I'm not sure. We're back anyway. Oops indeed, Alan. Oops indeed. Gotta love a bit of live. Can't beat them. Can't edit them out either. So City have a free kick. City hooligan knocking it over. I thought it was a free kick. Anyway, here's Bernardo Silva. Plays it to Raheem Sterling. Majority of the football is being played in the Aston Villa half. Villa have threatened sometimes on the counter-attack. Rodri plays a ball towards Mahrez. Good defending that actually from target. We've got another score update. And Leicester have equalised away at Southampton. That is 2-2 on the South Coast. As we are 8 minutes away from kickoff. If you want to watch this game, it's on Amazon Prime Video. All Premier League games for this midweek round of matches are on Amazon Prime Video here in the UK. Good ball from Martinez to Watkins. Under pressure from Ake. Does really well. Finds the pass. Young now towards Douglas Luiz. Got Fernandinho for company. Goes down. Gets himself a free kick. Which I think he's going to take his time with here. Rather than pass it like he wanted to. And they are going to send some players forward. See what they can do. So we're 36 likes away from 100 likes, everybody. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're enjoying the content. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We're aiming now for 21k subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Now less than 20 subscribers away. 19 subscribers away from 21k subscribers. Can we hit that on this live stream? That'd be brilliant. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe. A free kick comes in. It's dealt with by Manchester City. They can keep hold of the ball as well here, City. Here is Ruben Dias now to Nathan Ake. And do go check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link is in the description below and also on the live chat too. If you want to go and download OneFootball. Downloading OneFootball does help to support the future content created here on my channel. There's some ironic cheers are going around. Here's Ruben Dias then to Nathan Ake. Zinchenko with the ball. Rodri now. Plays it to Cancelo. He plays a pass into the channel of Gabriel Jesus. He should be able to play a pass into Mahrez and can. Here is Mahrez once more. Jesus. Cancelo. Chips the ball in towards Rodri. Ruben Dias will mop that up for City then. So 5 minutes to go until half-time. Manchester City leading here at Villa Park by 1-0. As Everton have got themselves a goal back at Goodison Park. And it's now 2-1. Gray's got the goal. Here is Fernandinho for Manchester City. Nathan Ake now to Zinchenko on the left-hand side. Here's Raheem Sterling in the penalty area, causing all kinds of problems, looking to try and poke it between the legs of Matty Cash. He can't. It's a poor pass though from Villa, and City can have the ball back once more. Here is Mahrez, got the overlap of Cancelo, chooses to use him. It's a good tackle that from target, really good tackle, and goes down under a little challenge there from Cancelo, and a free kick to Aston Villa near their own corner flag. 35 likes to go. Been a pretty scintillating game. So some later scores from round the ground. Southampton 2, Leicester City 2. Watford 1, Chelsea 1. West Ham 1, Brighton 0. Wolves 0, Burnley 0. Everton 1, Liverpool 2. And also Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 1 here, of course. You've got some games tomorrow coming up as well. You've got Tottenham Hotspur taking on Brentford at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 7 PM GMT kickoff time. And you've also got from Old Trafford, Manchester United taking on Arsenal, which goes live at 7:30 PM GMT. So throw in here for Manchester City. Inside their own half, about halfway inside. Rodri will just clear that ball, but it goes straight into the stands and out of play for a throw into Aston Villa. Pep Guardiola applauds. Not too sure what he's applauding, but there we go. Here's Tyrone Mings. Ah, it's good work that from Villa, avoiding the press of Bernardo Silva. That's a good pass as well. Ake up against Young. Don't foul him. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to have to cut inside. Still got Ake for company. Has to pass it backwards. That's a good tackle from Raheem Sterling. Good work that from Manchester City. Sterling's down. Aston Villa aren't putting the ball out. Here's Matty Cash. Cross comes in. It's deep towards nobody in particular. And Manchester City will come away with the ball now. Here's Mahrez. Go down, Riyad. Oh, he finds a great pass to Fernandinho. Clears it into the channels here. And here is Jesus. Bernardo Silva's in acres of space. Great ball. Great finish. Bernardo Silva makes it 2-0 to Manchester City. It's a brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant goal from Manchester City. What a ball across from Gabriel Jesus. Pep Guardiola is delighted. What a finish from Bernardo Silva. And it's 2-0 Manchester City. Wow. Get in. That was a scintillating City goal. So Sterling stayed down. City play their passes. Really risky pass from Mahrez. Fernandinho picks it up. Clears the ball across to Gabriel Jesus. Early ball across to Bernardo Silva on the volley. Great finish. Perfectly onside. Great counter-attack goal. Killer second goal just before half-time. Just what the doctor ordered. What a finish from Bernardo. What a ball from Jesus. What a goal from Manchester City. All to do for Villa now. We're now 35 likes, everybody, away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here as well. That would be brill. 17 subscribers to go to 21,000 subscribers. Is today that day? That is the question. And what a live stream this has been so far. Fully enjoyed it. Here's Ruben Dias. Looked like it hit the hand of Douglas Luiz. Anyway, smacks it into the stands and it'll be out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Who needs Ronaldo when you've got Bernardo? So we're 15 seconds away from Man City playing advantage there, the referee, against Cancelo. He's gone down hurt, but yeah, we're going into added time now. Saying put it out of play, put it out of play. Okay, does put it out of play, and Cancelo can get some treatment as we're into 2 minutes added on here. As we're now 30 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Bernardo Silva. What a player. What a finish. Brilliant. Brilliant for Manchester City there. What was really nice just in the back shot there, I saw some Villa fans smiling and one of them applauding the finish from Bernardo there, which is a very respectful thing to do. Not sure if they're just encouraging, you know, like, come on Villa, keep it going, or do something else, you know, trying to be encouraging, or whether they're applauding the goal there or not. But if they are applauding the goal, then I have a lot of respect for that. As City pick up the ball, as Cancelo is fine to carry on here for Manchester City. 28 likes to go. And we're closing in on the subscriber goal as well. I really want it to tick over to 21,000 today. That'd be incredible. Wasn't expecting it, but it'd be incredible if we could do it. Here is Nathan Ake then. Zinchenko. He's tackled. Free kicks given there to Manchester City for going through Zinchenko. So, last opportunity of the half here. City choose just to play it. I would have been tempted to send our players forward and maybe just sent a ball long into the box, considering we're right next to the... we've done the 2 minutes now, so we're into added time on added time. Here's Mahrez. Crosses one across, and it's out of play for a corner. Is there enough time for a corner? Nope. The half-time whistle does go. There we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It is half-time here at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 2. What a half of football that's been from City. I had all the fears in the world that this was going to be a very difficult, very tedious, very backs against the wall type of match for Manchester City. Not a bit of it. It's been a very confident, very fluent, very positive first half from City. They've found themselves a couple of goals as well. Clinical in front of goal. They've looked motivated. They've looked sharp. They've looked eager. They've looked like they have a point to prove today, Manchester City. And it's good to see. But, of course, that's only half time. It's only half the job done. We need to make sure when we come out in the second half, we continue doing what we're doing. Matching the intensity. Carrying on playing our passes. Carry on playing our football, defending is how we are, defending in numbers, making sure we're getting the challenges in, and we're putting Aston Villa to the sword. What we need to look for now that we've got that killer second goal is to kill this game off. Score again, make it 3-0. That will give us the 3 points, and we can move on to the weekend. But we've still got a job to do here for this game. So, guys, I am going to go through the stats here for half-time for this game between Aston Villa and Manchester City. Then I've got some half-time entertainment for you guys to enjoy as well. And we'll also go through the latest scores from around the grounds. So, let's start first with the stats for this game. One sub has already been made. That's come for Leon Bailey. He's gone off injured, and Ashley Young has come on, wishing Leon Bailey a speedy recovery there. City took the lead through Ruben Dias, an assist for Raheem Sterling, squaring it across with a good finish that fooled me. I didn't think it had gone in, and it had from Ruben Dias. Decent goal with his foot. And then just before half-time, on the counter-attack, Jesus plays a lovely first-time ball across to Bernardo Silva on the volley. Cool finish into the back of the net. Too much power, too much precision on it from Bernardo Silva past Martinez, and has given Manchester City a 2-goal lead here at half-time. So, in terms of possession, 62% possession for Manchester City and 38% possession for Aston Villa. In terms of duels won, 55% of duels won from Aston Villa and 45% of duels won by Manchester City. Aerial duels, though, 45% won by Villa and 55% won by Manchester City. In corners, 6 corners to 1 for Manchester City at this moment in time. So if you're having a gamble on any of the corners, and there's been 7 corners in this game so far, with Manchester City dominating that stat. And no offsides apiece for either team, considering we've got Jesus starting and looks like he's playing in that false 9. It's quite surprising. But there we go. 4 shots for Aston Villa, 1 on target, no goals. Manchester City with 11 shots, 5 on target, 2 goals. Pretty clinical. I'll take that. In terms of shot accuracy, 45.5% for Manchester City and 25% for Aston Villa. 3 block shots apiece for both teams. No shots onto the woodwork. 3 shots inside the box for Villa and 1 outside the box. And for Manchester City, 8 inside the box and 3 outside of the box. In terms of the defensive stats, 14 tackles for Villa compared with 7 for Manchester City. Man City have got a 7 tackles attempted, 7 tackles won at a 100% tackle completion rate. Aston Villa have got a 43% tackle completion rate on their 14 tackles attempted. In terms of clearances, dominated by Villa, 13 clearances for them, 6 for Manchester City. In terms of interceptions, though, City having more, 2 interceptions compared to 1 for Aston Villa. Now, in terms of distribution, 180 passes for Aston Villa attempted, a pass completion rate of a very decent 88%, so kudos to them. Manchester City, though, with 290 passes, a whole 110 more than Aston Villa, at a whopping pass completion rate of 94%. Which is incredible. In terms of crosses, 6 crosses attempted by Villa at a cross completion rate of just 16.7%. Manchester City with 11 crosses at a cross completion rate of 18%. With one of them crosses, a nice ball coming across from Jesus to find the goal for Bernardo Silva. In terms of discipline, 3 fouls conceded by Villa, 7 for Manchester City. No yellow cards, no red cards apiece there. And I'd be more than happy for that stat to stay the same by full time as well. No yellow cards, no red cards, no suspensions. Good to go for the game against Watford at the weekend. And hopefully we can keep hold of what we're on course for at this moment in time, which is 3 points. So, gonna go on to my halftime entertainment now for you guys. It is provided by my partner channel, Mixed. His link is in the description if you want to go and subscribe over there. That would be much appreciated. But before I do crack on with that, we are now only 19 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, do not forget to go and subscribe to my channel. Now only 16 subscribers away from 21,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Let's see if we can hit 21,000 subscribers tonight during this live watch along. And also do not forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Go and stay up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest score statistics, live league tables, all them stats, by the way, provided by OneFootball for you guys. Free football app to go and download. I've got my own special link. Go and download it through that link, top of my description and in the live chat. That'd be much appreciated, and that does help to support the future content created here on my channel and does keep these live watch along coming for you guys. Anyway, Mixed halftime entertainment. Do enjoy. Go and get yourself some refreshments, and I'll see you all again in a bit.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail, and today's cocktail, guys, is the classic Sex on the Beach. It was a big hit throughout the late 80s when it was invented in Florida, and in throughout the 90s. Still a popular one to this day, really, because as I've had it when I was younger, because you went on your nights out, and who hasn't had a Sex on the Beach or woo-woos like that throughout the day? But I will show you guys how to make a Sex on the Beach. So what you want to do, guys, is get your Collins glass and fill it with ice and put to one side. So as you can see, guys, we put 2 giant ice cubes in our mixers, because we'll have the ingredients in there as we'll build it in our mixer. So the first ingredient into the mixer is 50ml or just over 1.5 ounce of vodka. It is a vodka cocktail, the Sex on the Beach. Next, 50ml of cranberry juice. As you can see, guys, we're using ocean spray. So again, it's just over 1.5 ounce. Next, 25ml of peach schnapps, which is just under 1 ounce. So next one is 50ml, just over 1.5 ounce of fresh orange juice, or OJ for an American audience. But it's worth noting, you can use pineapple juice instead of the OJ, like it has been used in some recipes if you wish. But I will leave that to you. And another thing that's optional now is the grenadine. This is completely optional, or if you want to use a different recipe altogether, like creme de cassis. But we're going to use grenadines because they add just a dash, which is about 5ml. And I get your spoon and give it a good stir until it's cold. So get your strainer and strain into your Collins glass. Beautiful. And the final thing to do now, guys, is garnish it with an orange slice. And there we go, one Sex on the Beach, absolutely perfect. And there we go, guys, one Sex on the Beach. How does it taste? Very refreshing drink. Because I would recommend fresh orange juice instead of your concentrate like that, because it gives it that more of a refreshing taste. But that is a very nice cocktail. It's certainly a classic one, it's a classic cocktail, and it certainly complements the cranberry. That's what you're tasting with the vodka. It's a nice classic vodka cocktail. I just wish I was somewhere nice on the beach drinking this. That's what it reminds me of. But that is the Sex on the Beach, guys. What do you think of the Sex on the Beach cocktail? Have you had it back in the day or ever at all? What do you think of it? But that, guys, is the Sex on the Beach. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more cocktails like this. And I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers.
Thank you very much there to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment. Very refreshing, that cocktail. Very refreshing indeed. Could do with one right now, if I'm completely honest. But So that is our halftime entertainment all sorted. Like I said, if you want to go and check out Mixid's link, then they are in the description to go and subscribe over to him. He's closing in on 1,100 subscribers now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through the scores from around the grounds, and then we will have kickoff ready for the second half of this game between Aston Villa and Manchester City. We're going to start off in the Premier League with some latest scores. At this moment in time, it's currently Watford 1, Chelsea 1 in the 49th minute, West Ham 1, Brighton 0 in the 83rd minute, Wolves 0, Burnley 0 in the 86th minute, Southampton 2, Leicester 2 in the 73rd minute, and it is half-time, Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 2, and also it's Everton 1, Liverpool 2 is half-time score as well. Hello, Mum. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Into the Scottish Premiership, it's currently Aberdeen 1, Livingston 0, Dundee 1, St Johnstone 0, Hibernian 0, Rangers 0, and St Mirren 0, Ross County 0. In the Papa John's Trophy, it's Sheffield Wednesday 0, Hartlepool 3, finished. Sunderland, the holders, they're out, lost 1-0 at home against Oldham. Crew 1, Doncaster 0 is a latest score, and Ipswich 2, Arsenal under-21s 1 is a current latest score. In the Women's World Cup qualifiers, Armenia women's side 0, Norway women's side 10 is a full-time score to show the competitiveness there. And England, I saw, won yesterday against Latvia's women's side. They won 20-0. Yeah. Anyway, into La Liga, it's currently Real Madrid 1, Athletic Bilbao 0 in Serie A. Bologna 1, Roma 0. It was Matthias Van Berg with the goal, who's been linked with a move to Manchester City, while mentioning my next transfer update. Finished Inter Milan 2, Spezia 0. It's currently Genoa 0, AC Milan 3 in the 70th minute. And it's currently Sassuolo 0, Napoli 2 in the 71st minute. In France, in Ligue 1, it's finished Angers 1, Monaco 3, Brest 1, Saint-Etienne 0, Metz 1, Montpellier 3, Strasbourg 5, Bordeaux 2, Troyes 2, Lorient 0, Clermont 1, Lens 2, Lyon 0, Rennes 1's a current latest score. So is that Clermont-Lens game. That's also a later score as well. Nantes 0, Marseille 1's a later score. Rennes 0, Lille 2 is a later score. And also in Paris, it's PSG 0, Nice 0 at this moment in time. In the Eredivisie, it's actually finished. Feyenoord 2, Heracles Almelo 1. In the National League South, it's currently Haventon Waterlooville 2, Dulwich Hamlet 2. In the FA Trophy, Ashton United 1, Guiseley 2 is the latest score, along with Bradford Park Avenue 2, Marine 2 is the latest score. In the Scottish Challenge Cup, it's currently nearing in on full time, Queen of the South 2, Morton 1. And last but not least, in the MLS, it's finished New England Revolution 2, New York City FC 2. I'm only mentioning this because it is part of the CFG, and New York City FC have won 5-3 on penalties. That was in the quarterfinals of the MLS as New York City go through. So there we go. That's everybody all up to date with the latest scores from around the grounds. We will have kickoff for this game very soon, as we're just getting the highlights of the Merseyside derby at this moment in time, as it is currently Everton 1, Liverpool 2. We're also getting highlights from Watford against Chelsea as well. Getting a replay of Dennis's goal, as we're now 6 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated, everybody. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link is at the top of my description, and also my pinned comment on my live chat as well if you want to go and download the OneFootball app through that link. That does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Seamus, what do I think of Messi's Ballon d'Or win? I personally thought Robert Lewandowski should have won it. I think a lot of people were upset about why Messi was winning it, but I do feel like the Ballon d'Or, when it's international tournament years, is definitely always based on players that are winning the biggest trophies. Winning, if it's a European Championship year, then players that are winning the European Championship. If it's a World Cup year, then it's players winning the World Cup or getting to the finals. They're always more biased towards, so to speak. And Lionel Messi gets the nod for that because obviously Argentina went and won the Copa America. I personally thought Lewandowski over the year has had an outstanding season and should have won it. And I think over the last 2 seasons, the fact that Lewandowski's not taken the Ballon d'Or over the last 2 years is, yeah, it's odd. Really odd. But there we go. Jorginho making it into 3rd. According to the Ballon d'Or, that makes Jorginho the best midfielder in the world. And it just isn't the case. Anyway, we are ready for kick-off here for the second half. Aston Villa and Manchester City are outlining up their positions. It's Villa that's going to get us underway. They're attacking from right to left. Manchester City are attacking from left to right. Doesn't look like there's been any changes for the second half. And so, referee has the whistle in his mouth. And Ashley Young's going to get us underway here for the second half. When the referee blows his whistle, which is right now. So City have got a job to do here. Voted by journalists. It's just very biased. Very biased. That was a good pass forward from Villa. Unlucky. Ashley Young couldn't control it and it's out of play for a throw into Manchester City. What's Gerrard said to his players at half-time? What's Pep said? And these are the questions. Where's the important battles? And Aston Villa get themselves a throw-in. Just inside the City half. They throw it long towards Watkins. He gets a touch. Towards Young. Fancy's taking on Zinchenko. Gets a shove in the back. And a corner given. Looked like a free kick, that, to me. Don't really get... No, not... I thought it was a free kick. So it's a corner here for Villa. If Villa score off this, City will be very, very unhappy. I mean, what does VAR do? Because they only look at one phase of an attack. Corner comes in, and they do score off it. It's 2-1. It's Ollie Watkins. From what shouldn't have been a corner, in my opinion. And Aston Villa back in this game. Like I said, it's past the first phase of the thing, so VAR won't have a look at it. I thought it was a free kick, not a corner to Villa. Just played into the near post, and it's just Watkins has a shot at it. It's the inside of the post. It beats Ederson for pace. It's a good finish. And goal given. Some will say Zinchenko needed to be harder in the build-up there. Some will say City needed to defend better at the near post from the corner. City just look a bit lacklustre, and that'll wake up the Aston Villa crowd, and all of a sudden our killer 2-goal cushion disappears. And I repeat what I said in the first half, which is Man City need to push forward. They need that 3rd goal. The 3rd goal kills this game. So here's Ederson then. City just need to wake up. It's exactly what Aston Villa needed, an early goal. The longer this went on at 2-0, the more the game was done. It's a good tackle from Fernandinho. City needs to just settle themselves down. It's a good pass. Here's Zinchenko. Somehow come out on top of the ball. Play the ball into Sterling. He does. Square it across, Raz. It's out for a corner. That'd have been another good breakaway, that from City. That'd have been devastating for Villa if City had scored, 90 seconds after they scored, 90 seconds after the start of the game. City take the corner quick. Here is Mahrez. Gives it to Sterling. Edge of the penalty area. Crosses it in. Towards nobody in particular, and out of play for a goal kick to Aston Villa. It's a really good finish that from Ollie Watkins. It looks like it's just hitting square into the post. And City get themselves a free kick against Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins or Douglas Luiz, I think. I'm not sure who it was. So here's Ruben Dias for Manchester City. To Nathan Ake. Zinchenko now. To Raheem Sterling. Wants a free kick. And he's going to get a free kick for Manchester City. Villa fans not happy about it. Zinchenko to Rodri now. To Fernandinho. Cancelo. Like I said, City just need to settle this down. We're now 3 likes away from 100 likes. Nearly there. Sterling now. Good skills. Zinchenko. Referee plays an advantage for the foul on Sterling. Squares it across. Good tackle that from Rodri. Mahrez nearly disguises the pass into Jesus. Cancelo has a shot and it dips. And over the crossbar for a corner here to Manchester City. It's good work from City. They keep pressing. They're trying to cause problems here for Aston Villa. City's 8th corner of the game. Mahrez to take. Here's Mahrez then with the corner. Goes short. Sterling. Does well. Gets half a yard. Squares a ball across. It's cleared though by Villa. And Cancelo's going to pick up the loose pieces. I never got to Main Road. I got to see Main Road. My dad took me to go and see Main Road before we left it. And I managed to go to the club shop there, which is where I bought my first ever Manchester City home jersey or home shirt, home kit, whatever you want to call it. And I bought the green Eidos top. As Morpay has equalised for Brighton in the 89th minute away at West Ham. Here is Cancelo with a cross. Jesus takes it on his chest. To Zinchenko. I'm hoping Zinchenko won't be too disheartened in the build-up to that corner. That will knock his confidence, because in terms of ball play, he's been really good. Here is Ruben Dias now to Cancelo. 52 minutes in. Villa 1, Manchester City 2. Here's Bernardo Silva to Riyad Mahrez. Fernandinho now. So good pass to Bernardo Silva. It looked like he's trying to get a deflection off Mings to get a corner. Breaks away the other way instead, but City managed to keep hold of the ball. Here is Fernandinho now. Plays a good pass into the channel. Rodri to Bernardo Silva. Oh, great skill from Bernardo Silva. Can't sort his feet out, though. Here's Rodri on the outside of the penalty area to Zinchenko. Sterling now. Up against Matty Cash once more. Had lots of success in the first half against him. It's twisting, turning, causing problems. Sterling, Zinchenko, whip one across. Has a shot, it's high and wide. Not sure what that was from Zinchenko, but there we go. Tiny shop at Main Road. Don't really remember it, if I'm honest. Don't really remember it. I just remember seeing lots of shirts on like a side wall with them up, and they had the green and the blue. It was like the darker blue Eidos top that we had. I remember thinking, it sounds controversial, but I remember getting to Main Road and thinking it was like a dump. And a lot of City fans will say it's our dump. Here's Fernandinho then for Manchester City. He tries to play a ball across along the ground towards Jesus. Here is Watkins, the goal scorer. That's a great pass, and Ederson's going to intercept that for Manchester City. And it's out of play for a throw-in. Ashley Young was nearly in there. Last thing we want is former Manchester United man Ashley Young getting him. I'm hearing lots of boos. I'm wondering if that's Jack Grealish going to go and warm up. I think it is. I think if Jack Grealish is coming on, I'm going to be quiet and turn the TV up. As that was a risky pass that from Mings into Douglas Luiz. Could easily have been intercepted. Villa keep hold of the ball. Keep hold of the ball well and coming forward here. And tries to play a pass in. It's intercepted well by Nathan Ake. And City can get the ball clear. And that'll be a free kick to Manchester City while we're at it. Much to the frustration of the Villa players and crowd. So, guys, we're 3 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're very close to 100 likes, so if we could hit that, that would be sensational. We're 16 likes away from 21,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would also be much appreciated by me. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat as well if you want to go and check out OneFootball. Downloading OneFootball through my link, which is a free app to download, by the way, does help to support the future content created here on my channel. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all your good footballing needs, including all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, statistics, live league tables, what channel you can view the game on, and much, much more. Bernardo Silva into a great position, squares it across, could easily have been an own goal. Instead, it's out of play. Carson managed to get a foot onto it, and it's out of play for a corner here to Manchester City. It's great work from Bernardo Silva. Everything's coming through Bernardo. He's such an incredible player. Two likes to go. Corner here for City. Mahrez to take. We're just over 10 minutes into the second half. Villa have got themselves a goal back. It's Villa 1, City 2. Mahrez to the edge of the penalty area. Shot comes in, and it's just wide. Jesus it was. It took a deflection on its way through. It's a good ball from Mahrez. Finds him. Does it take hits the back of Douglas Luiz and out of play for a corner to Manchester City. Goes short this time. Here's Sterling. Cancelo. Jesus. Fancied a shot. Has one instead, and it's low, and the goalkeeper's there to save. A few City players were waiting to mop that one up. Martinez tries to get a quick restart there. City players press and make sure that doesn't happen. He has to chuck the ball out instead. And it's a tackle there from Ruben Dias originally there, but a free kick's given against Cancelo against, was that Watkins there? Gets to the ball there, Cancelo. And they're just scrapping with each other there with their arms. And free kick given to Villa. City just need to carry on doing what they're doing. This Villa team look very open. I'd be very surprised if we don't find another goal if they carry on being this open. But Villa need the goals. They've just got back into the game. I think the last thing they want to do is sit off City and say, right, we're back in the game. Let's leave it at that. Don't think that's what they want. So Douglas Luiz here with a free kick. A chance for them to float a ball towards the back post and towards the City penalty area. Got a lot to do to try and find an opportunity here, but he sends one up. Fernandinho wins the header. Only as far as McGinn. So Sterling for company. Turns Sterling. McGinn gets a cross in towards the back post. Headed across. And defended well by Manchester City. The corner given. Crying for a penalty, Aston Villa. Ruben Dias is, I'm not sure what he's saying, but Aston Villa are crying for a penalty. It's a great ball from McGinn to the back post. Great ball headed across. How Conte's managed to get ahead of City for the ball there is beyond belief for me. It's a great header across. I'm not sure what Ederson was doing there. Consor's not happy. A corner it is that's given. But the VAR, they wanted a VAR check, but VAR haven't had a look at it. So instead, it's a corner for City to defend. Douglas Luiz, it's headed by a Villa man and out of play for a goal kick there to Manchester City. So a bit of pressure there from Aston Villa, sorted. To no avail there for Aston Villa. City just start time wasting now. Here is Nathan Ake. Ederson. Ruben Dias. Cancelo. Goes long towards nobody in particular. And the ball is intercepted by Aston Villa. Martinez finds the ball forward. Villa win the header. City send the ball back. Headed clear once more by Villa. And they pick up the ball. Here is Watkins. McGinn now has got Sterling for company. And the offside flag is up against Watkins. And that'll be a free kick to Manchester City. A bit of early pressure here for City to sort out. Always looking for the reassurance of the 2-goal cushion. We don't have that 2-goal cushion. Which means Aston Villa just takes a moment, just like it did then for Consor. Gets a touch, that goes in. And all of a sudden, boom. The level after being 2-0 down. And City was scintillating in the first half there. Here's Nathan Ake to Zinchenko. This may just be one of them games where you just got to grit through it and see it through. There will be space for Manchester City, I'll tell you that right now, because Villa are very open. It's making it a very entertaining game. Also very nerve-wracking at the same time. Here is Jesus. Can't find a pass in to Cancelo. Instead it goes out of play for a throw into City. As we're 2 likes now, everybody, away from 100 likes. Can we hit 100 likes? That would be brilliant. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here is Fernandinho. That's just what this match needs, isn't it? Jack Grealish coming on to rile the crowd up a little bit more. Here is Zinchenko now. Poor pass from Zinchenko. And gets a tackle in and out of play for a throw into Aston Villa against Zinchenko for a tackle on Matty Cash. As we do hit 100 likes. We're back to 100 likes. So thank you everybody that has left the thumbs up. It is much appreciated. We've hit 100 likes. So thank you everyone for that. Can we get towards 120? That'd be brilliant. But my next aim now is 21,000 subscribers. 16 subscribers away. If you're watching this and you haven't already, do subscribe. Can we hit 21k subscribers today? That is the question. Poor pass coming from Rodri. Cleared by City in the end. Villa have got hold of the ball though. Mings. Not intercepted by City and Cancelo. Advantage played here for Villa. Here is Buendia. Douglas Luiz. Space opened up for him. Plays it out to Cash. McGinn. Cross comes in. Not a bad ball at all, but too far, too much on it, and out of play for a goal kick. Thank you very much, Dan. Much appreciated. Nice to have 100 likes back. So we're through more than an hour here at Villa Park. City lead by 2-1. But still plenty of work to be done. It's a head injury at the moment for a Villa man. A bit of a breather here for everybody. Everyone can have a drink. And I'm sure there's some full-time scores in the Premier League, so I'm just going to go and check out what the full-time scores are. As Chelsea have taken the lead against Watford. Hakim Ziyech is the man that's got the goal. As it's finished, West Ham 1, Brighton 1, Wolves 0, Burnley 0, and Southampton 2, Leicester 2. Man City lead by 2-1 against Aston Villa. Liverpool lead by 2-1 against Everton. And Chelsea lead by 2-1 against Watford. I think this will be a concussion injury, which means Villa can have an extra 2 subs after this, if it needs to come off. We're still down, so we don't have a resumption here yet. Just target the man that's down at the Mo. Not too sure if target's going to have to come off here or not. Alessandro, thanks for tuning in. There's just 24 minutes left of this game. 2-1 City lead. Target's back up on his feet. He's going to come off target. So I think it's going to be a concussion injury, which means Villa can have another couple of subs. And target is going to come off for Aston Villa. Joins Leon Bailey, who went off before, injured for Aston Villa. The second forced change of the game, as target does come off. And it's Carney Chukwuemeka that comes on for Aston Villa. Wonder if he's going to slot in at left back to cover for target. Not sure. Ederson takes the goal kick for City. Here's Cancelo then to Ruben Dias. Can slightly put you off when there's a bit of a stoppage. That was, what, 2-3 minutes? City go long towards Mahrez. Wins the flick on. Only going to be intercepted, though, by Tyrone Mings. Gives the ball to Martinez. Under pressure for Bernardo Silva. And Raheem Sterling impresses Villa's man there. I think they want a free kick. Conser does anyway. Referee says no. Here's Raheem Sterling now up against Matty Cash. And he'll get a throw in here for City. I love that Villa were appealing for their own throw there. And it quite clearly came off Matty Cash, as Liverpool have extended their lead at Goodison Park. They now lead by 3-1 against Everton in the Merseyside derby, thanks to a 64th minute goal from Mohamed Salah. So it looks like Chelsea and Liverpool are going to pick up victories today, which means it's very important here that City, away from home in a difficult game against Aston Villa, pick up a victory here and match them to keep them under pressure. Here is Rodri. Him and Ruben Dias exchange a couple of passes. Zinchenko's in acres of space on the left-hand side. Chooses not to use him. Here is Joao Cancelo now to Rodri once more. Here is Sterling. Knocks one past Matty Cash. Here's Sterling now. Twisting, turning. Can't get the better of Matty Cash this time, and he can clear his lines. Can't find Ollie Watkins, though. So Ruben Dias just takes control of the loose ball and gives it to Zinchenko. Here's Fernandinho now. He's the man that Villa look to try and press and put under pressure. Here is Oleksandr Zinchenko to Fernandinho. Rodri. Here is Mahrez now. Bernardo points, tells him where he wants it. Tries to drill one across. Douglas Luiz does well. Ashley Young manages to mop one up and puts it out of play for a throw-in to Manchester City. Here's Cancelo now. And it takes a deflection. He wants a free kick. Referee saying no. As it looks like Ashley Young's the man that's gone in at left back. And it is. Oh, it's a poor pass from Ashley Young. Gives it to Fernandinho. Here's Gabriel Jesus then. Really poor pass from Ashley Young. In the penalty area. Mahrez now. Not really anywhere to go, so he gives it to Rodri. Still about 30 yards out from goal. City have had to turn backwards. Here is Sterling now. He's under pressure. He's all over him. Referee says no free kick. And Villa get the hold of the ball. Looked like Sterling was fouled to me, but there we go. As the referee deems that was coming together, nothing more. No free kick against Ake with Ollie Watkins. It's a poor header from Manchester City giving the ball away. And that's going to go out of play. No, City do well to keep hold of the ball here. And City are just going to turn it backwards and choose possession over rushing their play. As the possession suggests, 71% possession here for Manchester City in the second half. Here's Nathan Ake then for City. Less than 20 minutes to go here till full time. Villa 1, Manchester City 2. Villa's still well in this game after a brilliant first half from Manchester City. So guys, we're past 100 likes. We're aiming for 120 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're also aiming for 21k subscribers. We're 16 subscribers away from that goal. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. It is my aim for the year to get to 21k. We're very close to that. We might be able to hit that tonight. That would be brilliant during this live stream. So if you haven't already and you're watching this, then please do subscribe. And do go check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat if you want to go and download OneFootball. Here is Joao Cancelo then for City. So brilliant pass with the outside of his foot to Bernardo Silva. Gets a ball across to Jesus. Well controlled and he sliced his shot. That was a real opportunity for City. Real opportunity for Gabriel Jesus. And this time City aren't clinical. Perfectly onside there, Bernardo Silva. Really good cross to Jesus. Well controlled. Does everything right. Just doesn't get the finish right. Did everything else right. Just feel like we need that third goal. Third goal helps us towards where we need to be. Fernandinho wants a run. Here's Riyad Mahrez. I saw highlights earlier of a City game against Villa showing Sylvain Distin doing an incredible run through the Villa team and then slotting it away as cool as you like a striker. I'd love a bit of that from Fernandinho tonight. That would be brilliant. A bit of the Distin magic in. What year would that be? Is that like 2004, 5? Here's Sterling. I love Distin's partnership with Richard Dunn. Anyway, ball comes in towards the near post, which is collected by Martinez in goal. "17 minutes to go. Still no subs used by City. 2 forced ones for Villa. 1 a concussion for Target. Martinez then goes along with his kick. Only as far as Rodri. Needs controlling that by Matty Cash and is. And that's one good pass towards Douglas Luiz. It's well defended by Ruben Dias. And he can clear his lines. Despite the cries from the Villa fans for a penalty. Never in a million years is that a penalty against Douglas Luiz. City, though, just getting a constant reminder from Villa that they need to be careful. There's a long throw going to come in here from Matty Cash. Mings comes forward. Bit of defending here for City to do. Ruben Dias is pushing Bernardo out of the way. Long throw comes in. Mings wins the header. Mahrez can get it clear for City. And as far as Ashley Young, got a press from Bernardo to sort out. gets his ball across. Zinchenko wins the header. Here is Rodri. Zinchenko once more. Plays his pass forward. It's intercepted, though, by Aston Villa. Poor pass, that one from Zinny. And Fernandinho slips. And they've got an extra man over here, Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz is the man. Controlled by Buendia. Gets a pass through. It's a great pass. And a save! What a save from Ederson! That might have been the moment for Aston Villa. It's the substitute, however you say his name. What a pass from Buendia. And what a save from Ederson. That was the moment. Great save from Ederson. McGinn with the corner. Wants to take it. He's got his hands up asking why he can't take it. He can now. Corner comes in. Headed clear. Rodri up nice and early. Headed clear by Mahrez. Only as far as Douglas Luiz. Hooked back in by Villa. Headed clear by Cancelo. Mahrez slices his clearance. Douglas Luiz against Rodri. He's clattered by Rodri. Bernardo can't control it and the ball works his way back to Martinez in goal for Villa. He goes long. 15 anticipated minutes here. Long minutes for Manchester City. Here's Ruben Dias. Tackled by Douglas Luiz. Gets it clear, but only as far as a throw-in for Aston Villa. City under pressure. I think another long throw is going to come in from Villa here. They're getting towards a set piece and long throws and put the pressure onto City. So some backs against the wall defending needed for City here. It's going to be Matty Cash to take. Long throw comes in. Towards Ederson. He needs to be stronger there, Ederson. And a free kick's given against Tyrone Mings. Buendia can't believe it. The Villa fans are booing. They're not happy. But the problem is Mings is just pushing and pushing against Ederson. And yeah, the free kick was given. As Villa make another substitution. This time it's Nakamba that comes off. And Morgan Sanson is the man that comes on. City still haven't made their subs. Waiting for the return of... I mean, looking at the senior players, it's going to be Foden and Grealish, which City backs against the wall. Villa pressing and trying to force the issue. City might just go with what they've got for the full 90 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see us not use a sub. Mahrez with a great pass into Fernandinho. It's poor from Fernandinho. Just pings it straight to the keeper. He's looking to try and play it across to the left-hand side. It's just not really connected for City in the last 10 minutes or so. It's been a good bit of pressure from Aston Villa. There's a lot of space on that pitch, is what I will add. That if City can get control of the ball and get a bit of possession, there's every chance of a possibility of City creating and doing something. Here's Bernardo Silva. City need to make sure we find a way of getting him involved. Does well there to get a throw in for City. Does really well. Here is Oleksandr Zinchenko then. With the throw in for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva with the ball. As we're now 14 subscribers away from 21,000 subscribers. Here is Ruben Dias to Cancelo. Back to Ruben Dias. Cancelo once more. Dias again. There's a lot of space for Zinchenko on the left-hand side. Not going to be used. He's going to give it to Ake instead. Now Zinchenko finds the ball. Bernardo's pointing, telling him where he wants it. And he gets it. Zinchenko now cutting into the centre. Here's Rodri. City want the play switch into the right-hand side. Cancelo calls for it and gets it. Here's Mahrez now. Cancelo wanted the pass. Mahrez never gave it to him. Could have, should have, but doesn't. Here's Zinchenko now, receiving a pass from Fernandinho. 11 minutes to go here for the normal 90 minutes. Rodri, Zinchenko, 1 goal in it. Villa 1, Manchester City 2. Here is Rodri driving forward for Manchester City. to Zinchenko. Plays it back to Sterling. City just looking for possession, looking to tire these Villa legs out. Fernandinho now under pressure from Douglas Luiz. Gives the ball to Ruben Dias. Here is Cancelo on the right-hand side. Jesus runs into space. Tries to feed it back to Cancelo. Douglas Luiz reads that every day of the week. And City can't connect, and they can have the ball back. Here is Martinez. He goes long. Does well there, Watkins, to win the header. Mahrez, though, is covering it right wing back at the moment to get back for Manchester City. Tracking back's what you like to see, helping the team out. Means City can have some possession as we enter towards the last 10 minutes of this game. Here is Rodri. His pass is intercepted. Sterling can't win the ball back from Villa, and Villa can now push forward. A long ball forward comes. Watkins can't control it, but he will keep it in. Gives it to the right-hand side. Cash. Not a great ball across, and Cancelo will take control of that. And he can play a pass into Mahrez. Here's Mahrez then. Just keeping hold of the ball here. That's what City are doing, as we are into the last 10 minutes now. As Liverpool have made it 4-1 at Goodison Park. We'll be crying for Rafa Benitez's head at Everton right now, as Jota is the man in the 79th minute that's made it 4-1 to Liverpool. An emphatic victory for them against their Merseyside rivals, as Fernandinho plays a decent-looking ball towards Bernardo Silva, but Matty Cash covers the ground well to ensure Bernardo Silva cannot receive the pass, and it can be intercepted as Fernandinho clatters into McGinn. Advantage played as Villa come forward. Here is Ashley Young. Cross comes in towards the back post. Zinchenko wins the header. Here is Sterling now. Chips it over. Header won by McGinn. He's back on his feet. Here is Rodri playing a pass. Douglas Luiz. He's had a good game, Douglas Luiz. Here is Villa once more. Not really got anywhere to go, though. Oh, that's some decent play. It's squared across and Ake can deal with it. City just look very nervy. And City get themselves a throw-in. Buendia can't believe it. Waste more time. Has he just made a gesture to the linesman there? He's doing this. Is he indicating that he's been paid or something there? Not very professional. Surely, if that's a gesture that's been made, he'd go into the book for it. I could have sworn that's what Buendia just did. Did my eyes deceive me there? That's great work from Jesus, and he's smacked to the ground, and Villa want a free kick, and Mike Dean gives in to peer pressure from the fans there. Play on. Jesus isn't happy. But he was hacked down, so a free kick here for Aston Villa. City push forward with a nice high line. Ruben Dias is telling City, hold this line. Hold this line. Douglas Luiz wanted to play that early. He doesn't. He's going to play it across instead to Ashley Young. Be careful there, Fernandinho. Good work this from Villa. Ball comes across. Not dealt with by Zinchenko, but is by Bernardo Silva. He gets it clear. And Sterling doesn't manage to keep it in, and it's out of play for a throw-in to Aston Villa, which Cash will take. Just takes plenty of steps forward, even though the ball clearly didn't go out there. As Jack Grealish has gone to warm up, and I think he's been recalled by the manager, so I think he's set to come on, just to rile the crowd up a little bit more. As ball comes forward from Villa. And Rodri does well. Good bit of defending that from Rodri. They want a free kick there, Aston Villa. They're not getting one. Fernandinho wanted to give a free kick away. He does. desperate to give a free kick. It's desperate defending this from City. I would take one of the attacking players off as well. They're not really been involved too much here. And they're certainly not useful for Manchester City in the last 5 minutes or so. I mean, I'd be quite tempted going towards full time here to maybe get one or two of the young, sounds preposterous, but get one of the young lads on, one of the defenders, just to help the defence out and get an extra number there back. Try and shore this one up for City. As Jack Grealish is stripped, and he is going to be coming on very soon, so I will turn it up in a second. As the pass comes in from Villa, and Mings wins the header, and it's out of play for a goal kick there to Manchester City. Wonder who's going to come off for City, that's the question, as Pep Guardiola is giving his instructions to Jack Grealish. As we're not going to make that sub yet, 5 minutes to go in this game. Ruben Dias goes long. Doesn't get much distance on that. And Aston Villa can win the ball. Raheem Sterling goes through the back, and it's another free kick cheaply given away by City. So 4.5 minutes to go. Another free kick here for Aston Villa. Another opportunity here for City to make a sub. Ashley Young shoves Gabriel Jesus. They're getting into a little shoving battle. Tyrone Mings is telling him to calm down to Ashley Young. We're up to 109 likes now. Just 11 to go until we hit 120. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. It's Douglas Luiz stood over this free kick. Four minutes to go. Ball comes in from Douglas Luiz. And it's headed out of play again for a goal kick. Mings, it's the back of him this time, and out of play for a goal kick. Listen to this. Jack Grealish's reception at Villa Park as he's coming on. He's getting applause from some. No applause from others. Boos from others. As Jesus is the man that comes off. There we go. They'll boo him every time, I reckon. He touches the ball. Ederson goes long. And Jack Grealish controls that well. Here's Grealish. A poor pass towards Sterling and out of play for a goal kick. And Martinez is going to go long here. Time running out for Villa, though. 2.5 minutes to go. I just don't feel like City should really be in this position where we're hanging on a little bit. Ball comes forward. Fernandinho wins the header. Rises highest. Ashley Young sends the ball back in. Watkins wins the header. Ake then wins the header. Mahrez wins the header. Luiz wins the header. Lots of headers being won. Not like handball, but anyway, Ake picks up the ball. Here's Zinchenko, goes back to Ederson in goal. He levers it clear for City. Put some distance on it. It's a poor header that from Mings, though, and Mahrez can pick it up. Here's Grealish for City, inside the penalty area, up against Matty Cash. Here's Raheem Sterling. Nice to see Jack Grealish coming back, though. Really nice to see. A little bit of an injury. I think maybe Phil Foden might be another man that I'd be tempted to bring on. Cancelo then to Bernardo Silva. City have got the ball in the right area of the pitch with 90 seconds or so remaining. We're probably going to have a good 5 minutes or so added on, I reckon, here. As Bernardo Silva's brought down against Sanson. It was Sanson that's brought Bernardo down. Right on the edge of the penalty area, this one. So a good position for City. So, guys, 8 likes to go until we hit 120 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 21,000 subscribers. We're now we're less than 20 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and in the description as well. If you want to go and download OneFootball, that would be much appreciated by me. It does help to support the future content created on my channel if you do download OneFootball through my link. That link does take you to the download page to download OneFootball. OneFootball, a free app to download. So free kick here for Manchester City. It's Mahrez and Sterling stood over this. Looks like it'd probably suit a left footer to whip this across to the back post. Mahrez it is. And he does do that, but there's no accuracy on that. And Martinez collects that one. So to no avail there for Manchester City. Rolls it out. Matty Cash then's going to send this one long on the floor. Here's Buendia going backwards for Villa. We're going to be heading towards added time. Question is, how much added time is there going to be? I reckon 5 minutes. I don't think that was a free kick against Rodri on McGinn, but there we go. 4 minutes it is added on here. 4 minutes for Aston Villa to try and see if they can salvage something here from this game. Douglas Luiz picks up the ball. Free kick here for Aston Villa. Just going to launch this towards the City goal in the hope that something might happen. Connect it onto a head it across. A mistake, a slip, a foul or something. He goes short. Here is Buendia then. Ball, cross comes across. It's headed clear by City. Rodri wins the next header. Only as far as another Villa man. Backs against the wall. Matty Cash. Douglas Luiz. Buendia. That's a poor ball from McGinn and intercepted by Zinchenko. And Grealish plays one ball over the top towards Mahrez and it's well tackled by Ashley Young. Good interception that from Raheem Sterling. We're through the first minute of the fourth. 3 more to hang on here for Manchester City. This could be a crucial 3 points if City can hang on here come the end of the season. Could be crucial. Ball comes across. Not a good ball from Villa, and that's out of play for a throw into City next to their own penalty area. Take your time, Joao. Take your time. Surprised Villa aren't putting more of a squeeze on City here. Try and overcommit, as Bernardo Silva's been voted the Amazon Prime man of the match. I'm going to match that just for that finish. It was incredible for City's second goal and his first. Here's Zinchenko. He's got the overlap of Sterling to use. Does use him. Matty Cash. I think it's very important we win this as well, Tom. But we're through 2 minutes now of the 2 minutes added on. Here is Cancelo, Mahrez, ball's in the right area where City wants it. Here's Bernardo Silva. Cancelo now. Clock's ticking against Villa. City have got the ball in the final third. Definitely not where they want it. It's intercepted well that by Ashley Young though. A ball over from Rodri towards Bernardo Silva. He goes long. Doesn't win the header, Ollie Watkins. City get the ball. Ruben Dias now does well under pressure with the ball. Fernandinho. To Jack Grealish. Here is Rodri. He spreads the play to Raheem Sterling. There's an overlap of Zinchenko and he gets a throw in there. Raheem Sterling does. There's another few seconds eaten away at the time here. We're talking less than 100 seconds left of this game for Manchester City to hold on. City just keeping hold of the ball is the tactic here. What City need to be careful of here is you feel like there might be just one more opportunity in this game. Need to make sure if there is, that opportunity is for us and not for them. Ball is in the Aston Villa half though. Zinchenko turns Douglas Luiz, finds Jack Grealish. Here is Raheem Sterling now. On the byline, does really well, keeps hold of the ball. Near the corner flag, a minute to go. Jack Grealish now, finds Raheem Sterling. Sterling now into the penalty area. Tries to square it across. Doesn't get a penalty. It wasn't a free kick. It's cleared by Aston Villa. Ake wins the header. Ake's had a fairly decent game here for City, actually. Started in this game. Games are few and far between. Here is Jack Grealish then. He did well to get it past McGinn, but it's out of play for a throw into Aston Villa. Aston Villa have got 30 seconds plus whatever the referee deems added time on added time to get this ball up. Here is Martinez under pressure. Weathers this ball clear. Can City get a head onto it? The answer is no. Villa want a free kick. City want a free kick. Referee gives no free kicks. Instead, City come away with the ball. It's Ederson now with the ball. Go long, Eddie. Go long. Whacks this ball as far as he can. Straight upfield. Headed clear by Tyrone Mings. Villa pick up the loose ball. Last chance here. Referee. Time is up. This is added time on added time. It's a great tackle from Sterling. Go forward. Here's Grealish. And there's the final whistle. City hold on. City win the game. Finishes Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 2 here at Villa Park. That was a scintillating game. Villa much better in the second half. Got their goal. Not enough, though, in the end. Manchester City just too strong in the first half. And that killer second goal was just that killer to ensure that City get the 3 points. Woo! Right, thank you everyone for tuning in. It is much appreciated. Thank you, Seamus, for your kind words there. Thank you very much, England, for tuning in. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, John. Thank you randomly for tuning in, Alessandro. Vamos, let's go. Bring it on. Another win. I've got a dry throat for Manchester City. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Good performance. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my points. 5 points. Super 6. Nice one, bro. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Speak to you tomorrow. Just like the League Cup final as well. Right, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm going to go and do my review video. I'll have that out for you guys for tomorrow morning. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It is much appreciated. Whilst I am live here though, let's have one last push. Let's see if we can get to 120 likes. We're 6 likes away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Now less than 20 subscribers away from 21,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well, like I said, if you did enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all them good stuff. Whilst the live chat is still there, go and leave your thoughts as well of what you made of these performances. All the scores from around the grounds then. Yesterday, Newcastle 1, Norwich 1, Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 0, Southampton 2, Leicester 2 from today, Watford 1, Chelsea 2, West Ham 1, Brighton 1, Wolves 0, Burnley 0, Everton 1, Liverpool 4, and Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 2. It is as you were at the top of the Premier League. Right. One last thing for me to plug, and that is today's video sponsor. I want to say a big thank you and shout out to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. These live watch alongs, they don't happen without these sponsors, so I want to say a big thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Do go and check out their link. It's at the top of my description and also in the live chat as well if you want to go and check out my link to OneFootball. That would be much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, it does help to support the future content created here on my channel. If you do download the OneFootball app, it is a free app to download. That would be much appreciated by me. I've got my promo video, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It's much appreciated. Like I said, link at the top of my description and in the live chat as well if you want to go and download OneFootball. That'd be much appreciated. We're now just 4 likes away from 120 likes. I'm sure we'll hit that in the production of this game. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Dad, for your nice comments there as well. Thank you everyone that's interacted with me on this live watch long. We'll be back again on Saturday evening, 5:30 PM GMT for the game between Watford and Manchester City. I'll be going live at 5 PM GMT, so do stay tuned for that. And I'll have that review video up for you guys tomorrow to look forward to. Let's continue that push towards 21,000 subscribers. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have hit that by the time we have our next live watch along, so I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I do hope everyone is safe and well. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening as well. Peace. Ciao for now.